Hello everyone, and today I'm going to give you, in honor of Jurassic World coming out this weekend, which I am really just blown out of my mind, pumped to see. I'm without doubt, without honor to give you, I am very, very honored and very, very privileged to give you my review of the first Jurassic Park movie. Why? Because I feel like that's a more appropriate movie to talk about before seeing this one, before seeing the fourth. And I'm not going to talk about the sequels because either you like them or not. This new one, fuck it. You know what? I will just review the very first movie, which of course falls in line with, of course, the series here on my channel, my favorite movies. Which, if you can't tell by the shirt, the DVD box set, and the book is one of my personal all-time favorites. Top 10 easily for me. So basically, in the very first movie, you have John Hammond, played by Richard Attenborough, and of course, it was mainly inspired by the book, written by Michael Crichton, and Steven Spielberg read it, and he's like, "Hey, I can do that and make it into a film," and he did. And basically, in this movie, you have John Hammond, played by Richard Attenborough, and he basically brings back dinosaur embryos or dinosaur DNA from long, long dated past inside a little type of mosquito that's been trapped in tree sap basically over time, and they basically bring it back to life. As ridiculous as that sounds, just believe it. By the way, if you've never seen any of these, then you are really fucking missing out, and I would highly recommend and praise the first movie. For the sake of it, yes, I would also say see the Lost Road and number 3. And of course, he basically produces dinosaurs, and he brings in some paleontologists and other type of professions into the world. You also have basically you also have a lawyer. You also have some great cast. You just have a great cast in this movie. I don't check it here on the internet. The cast. You also have basically you're a huge cast, to be honest. You have Jeff Goldblum as Ian Malcolm, Sam Neill as Alan Grant, Laura Dern as Ellie Stratner. You have Wayne Knight as Dennis Nedry, and you also have Samuel L. Jackson. Excuse me. As Ray Arnold in this movie, and it's just, not only is it a big cast, but it's a great cast, and they all play their own part. And I gotta say, for me, my favorite character is definitely Sam Neill's character. He just plays a bit more of the wise sage type of experience. He's very much the grouchy old man in this movie, but he really knows what he's saying. And Laura Dern basically plays his girlfriend, and she's just as fantastic. Jeff Goldblum, as much as I hate to admit it, even though maybe because I don't like him as an actor. Here we go. He also plays it well. He really does play his character well enough. Like, yes, he can get a bit annoying in my opinion. Like, a lot of people love his character, but I don't care. Whatever. I think he does a great job in it. Also the little kids in this movie are also really surprising. They don't always fall into that typical double monster movie with kids and they give a terrible performance. No, they actually are really good, and they know to really convey the younger perspective in the film. And the film has some great editing. It revolutionized CG for the better of it. It really did. Yes, Terminator 2 came out before and made it great. But Jurassic Park said, "Hey, I can take your CG and make it better," and it did. And just, my God, what a friggin' legacy it is to watch, and what a friggin' privilege it is to own these 3 movies. Well, the first one, and the cast is excellent. The writing is great. It's believable enough. Like, if you really do look into it and do analyze it from from every single point of it. You can tell this is a flawed story from the very beginning, but you know what? You don't care. You just want to see dinosaurs go out and just attack people, and you truly do get that. You have revolutionary CG. Make this full screen here. You have revolutionary CG. You have excellent writing. You have incredible acting. You have a believable plot. You have, like, for the wide shots, you have CG. They CG the dinosaurs, and they look incredible. They really do, and they look absolutely friggin' amazing. 22 years later, they still look amazing. I watched these 3 movies last week, and seriously, the CG in the first movie and the second one, they still hold up. They're incredible. And when you come closer shot, essentially, you have the practical effects, and they were created by Stan Winston, and they look fantastic. They are incredible. They still look incredible. The scene where the T-Rex puts his head through the top of the car and attacks the kids, it still looks freaking crazy, and it still looks unbelievable. It really, really does. And I'm just so blown out of my mind every time I see this movie. It just transports me back to the time when I was 5 years old, seeing this in my grandparents' house, and just being blown out of my mind of this movie. It's because of that. It's because of my grandparents showing me this movie, showing me the books of dinosaurs, showing me documentaries, showing me toys, showing me TV shows about dinosaurs. Land Before Time, which is also one of my personal favorites of all time, has dinosaurs, and that's just an awesome movie. And I cannot praise this movie enough. I really can't. And I just have to say a true thank you to my grandma and grandpa, who sadly are not here today with us anymore. But I really want to friggin' just say an absolute thank you to both of them for introducing me to the Jurassic Park movies. One of my favorite movies of all time. It takes me back to a younger youth. I've seen huge dinosaurs and being just completely awe-inspired by incredible writing. Amazing movie made by Steven Spielberg, and written by Spielberg and David Koepp. Spielberg, he made this the same year as he made Schindler's List, and that alone, balancing out with 2 different movies at the same time, has got to be incredibly difficult. Seriously, the movie is rather, the plot for its own sake may be fault for its own sake. Yes, some of the characters are a bit too simplistic. Yes, there's some incredibly silly things about it, but everything about this movie onwards just works. It works. This is top 10 worthy for me. This is top 10 of all time for me. This is truly one of the most influential and important films for me personally. It changed me into the person who I am. It's because of this film. Seeing that at 5 years old, being friggin' obsessed with dinosaurs from that point on, even up till now, I'm still highly obsessed about dinosaurs. I really am. I really, really am, and it just blows my mind how honored I am to have such an enormous love of Jurassic Park. It really was one of the most brilliant movies, in my opinion, ever. It really is. It took such a huge chance of being both a book-to-film adaptation, but also being its own certain film for its own sake, and just being just without words, exceptional. And there's one thing I haven't brought up yet, and it's probably the biggest praise of this movie, and that is really saying something aside from the CG, and that is the music. Forget Lord of the Rings, forget Indiana Jones, forget Star Wars for themes. This is the best theme I can listen to. Seriously, people say Star Wars or Superman or Indiana Jones is one of the best theme songs of all time. I would truly say Jurassic Park is the best. It's better than Star Wars. It's better than Jaws. It's better than Indiana Jones. It's that great. It really is. The music by John Williams is just unparalleled. It's better than Star Wars. I would truly say that. It's better than Star Wars. And very few things need to make me say that. Very, very little things, because Star Wars is something I love more than Jurassic Park, but I will say Jurassic Park truly takes your life on music. Just, this is, like I was saying before, this is one of the most influential and important films I've ever watched. It changed me to a person who I am today. Someone who loves dinosaurs with a fucking huge passion that cannot be crushed. What the hell is that? A fly? It really influenced me a lot. It's one of the most important films I've ever watched, and changed me into a whole other person who loves dinosaurs, who loves history, who loves learning about this type of stuff. Yes, I have admitted that film has a little bit of problems here and there. You know, it's kind of a bit simplistic. If you look hard enough, there is plot. There is something missing from the plot of it being doomed already from the start. But I cannot praise the film itself for its own sake. Jurassic Park, first movie itself, of course, gets 100%. That's my review of the very first Jurassic Park movie, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed it. It came truly 100% from the heart. No BS. Straight up forward. And I don't regret making this review, and I do not regret anything else I've said. Everything I'm saying in this video is it's truly from heart to heart. One of my all-time favorites, Jurassic Park. It's a film it changed me. It really changed me for the better. And very few films have touched me on this level. Really. Fucking fly. Shit. Sorry, I should have ended it there, but thank you everyone for watching my review of Jurassic Park. I really hope you enjoyed it. And stick around for this weekend, which I will be seeing Jurassic World. Until then, everyone, I'm Jack Newton, and I will see you in the future for more videos as always. Till then, I'm out.